Boom. Mass Effect. Final part. Almost certainly. Oh my god, the fucking bloom in this game. The lens flare. Look at that. It's like staring into the sun. I know it's a star, but like it's the brightest thing I've ever seen. What did we do last time? We finished Pharos and Vermeer. And then we got impounded. Essentially, we got grounded. Because Udina's a fucking asshole.
After years of poor economic performance, Exogeny has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit.
I can't believe I saved
New discoveries
Pharos.
and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off.
I can't believe the colony got saved, considering I killed...
sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this
I
surprising
killed
news.
almost every single one of the colonists. I think only 2 of them survived. And I still got technically, like, whatever the game counts as the good ending, or the requirements for the good ending for Pharos, I got it. Because, depending, there's, like, things, like, based on who's left alive at the end and the number of people left alive, that the colony will either succeed, or it will be, like, it will keep going, like, what did it? We're keeping it alive, or it will be shut down. And I thought killing 90% of the colonists would probably make it shut down. Okay, so we have to talk to Captain Anderson in the wards to get ourselves off of the... Ooh. What is this? Oh, fuck. I think there's a situation where the people hiding in the bunker with the twat manager can die, and that causes it. Yeah, because all of the, like, extra research people, like, who, there's, like, the lady and her daughter and, like, the other researchers and some security guys. None of them died. But everyone at the actual colony died.
Yeah, what is it?
Seems the owner didn't like the way you played their games.
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
But you were cheating, were you not?
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
Still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe.
I like how we're going, we're race against time. We have to stop Saren from finding the conduit, and now we're gonna, like, talk to this man's about his fucking cheating and gambling and space gambling.
Now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
No.
I think I'll take my chances the old-fashioned way.
Suit yourself. Well, I have some calculations to do. Goodbye.
I don't want to do space gambling, thank you.
That's not what I heard.
The gambling minigame in this is not as good as KOTOR. I will play Pazak forever in KOTOR. I love Pazak. I keep hitting F to interact. I don't know what game I've been playing.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
The Normandy's been grounded.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off.
I love Keith David, by the way. You guys, put more Keith David in video games.
You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That is a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
There's got to be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order.
I gotta let him go to Udina, because then you get to see him punch Udina in the face.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The ambassador will not forgive this, Captain. You will be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel control.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Yeah.
Pardon me, soldier. Could I take a moment?
I'm having. This is gonna be a much short. This isn't gonna take as long as I thought it was. Right? This is gonna be like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It's gonna take. Oh God, I don't know. Oh.
Anderson, what are you doing here?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I didn't send.
Yeah.
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now. Going to Ilos, in the Mu Relay or whatever the fuck.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I have a difficult assignment.
Wait, what?
You're the only one I can trust.
Side mission?
There's a criminal leader named Darius in the Skillian Verge who controls most of the raider activity.
What?
I'd like you to negotiate a ceasefire with him.
Wouldn't an Alliance negotiator be better suited for this assignment?
Darius won't respect an Alliance negotiator. He built his empire by killing his rivals. But with your very public achievements, you represent a strong image that Darius has to respect. Show him that the Alliance won't back down. Show him he better make peace while he can.
I still think this is a mistake, Admiral.
You're not under my command, but we need you for this job. You're the only one that can get it done.
Hackett has the worst timing, I know. I'm about to go, like, do the finale. Stop man from, like, ending the galaxy. Or, like, essentially triggering the end of the galaxy. And he's like, could you go, like, talk to some pirate? What is... I don't think I've ever seen... Plutus system. Hades Gamma Cluster. Hades Gamma. Plutus. Okay, we'll do this quick. You literally just jailbroke from the Citadel. How does this dude have a job going? Yeah, that doesn't really make any sense. It's weird. I think it would make more sense if this was like when you say to I don't know, it would be difficult because I think it's a case of, I was about to say that maybe it should be that once you leave the Citadel that last time, you're locked in, and that's it. Like you have to go to Ilos, but it's a case of, in the vanilla game, I think it's possible to do Vermeer before finishing both of the other planets, meaning that you could conceivably be locked out of an entire planet. Or are you only... No, never mind. That only happens after you do all the planets. So yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing you could be locked out of, like, any side stuff you haven't done. Like, can you return to the Citadel after you jailbreak? That doesn't make any sense if you can. Like I'm perfectly fine with games having like hard point of no returns as long as they are adequately telegraphed to the player. And it doesn't need to be like a pop-up that says, oh, this is the last chance. Even if like a character can just say like, hey, make sure you finish up any other business you have, because once you're doing this, you're committed. Thought we could avoid doing more Mako segments.
Cover me.
Negotiate. Oh, I'll fucking negotiate, all right. Where's this
I'd
loser?
hope the Alliance would take this meeting seriously. Instead, they send me a woman. Were you supposed to use your assets to win concessions from me? Your file says you were a war hero during the Blitz. They must give medals to anyone these days.
I'm not here to put up with your crap, Darius. Shall we talk, or should I just shoot you now?
You can't speak to me that way. You and your Alliance owe me, Shepard. You see this gun? This is your gun. Your military set me up here, and now it wants to pretend it doesn't know me. But I know the truth. The Alliance needed me here, so treat me with the respect I deserve.
You said we set you up. Did the Alliance give you weapons?
After the Batarians were driven out of the Verge, the Alliance wanted to stabilize the region. I had the strongest syndicate in the area. They gave me the weapons and money I needed to take over.
Is this like a specific background specific mission?
So do not pretend we are so different, soldier. I deserve your Alliance's gratitude, not these attacks.
Do I play hardball with him?
You want the respect you deserve, you piece of crap? Here you go.
Okay, never mind. I didn't think that meant combat. Never mind.
Send them your bloody corpse. Enemy is everywhere.
I will destroy you!
Go, go, go!
Oh my god, who keeps yelling?
I'm on.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Floating box, cool. Okay, that's it. Game mission complete. We did it. Does Hackett chew me out for this? He's like, go negotiate with this warlord. This is my impression of Hackett. Admiral Hackett. Don't ask me to do voices. I'm so bad at voices. I've never been able to do like impersonations or impressions or of anyone or anything my entire life. But does Hackett go like, Shepard, what the hell? We wanted you to negotiate, not kill him. I feel like in this game, Hackett doesn't really do much. Like, he doesn't really, like, regardless of what you do, I feel like he never says anything particularly, like, critical. He's kind of just like, you know, didn't really want it to turn out that way, Shepard, but You know, you did. That's how it was. Bye, I love you. And then he hangs up. Okay, now.
Message coming in.
And patching it through.
Patching it through.
We're sorry that you were unable to negotiate with Darius peacefully. His death is regrettable. Nevertheless, the resulting chaos will create a power vacuum that makes future raids upon our miners unlikely.
You put Darius in power, but he was getting greedy. You wanted me to kill him.
The Alliance does not condone assassination. We would never give that order. Killing Darius was your decision alone. And because you're a Spectre,
so literally you just get used as a pawn for that. You get used because they have plausible deniability. It's like, okay, so what the Alliance did is, okay, we have a warlord that we have set up, and now he's getting a little bit too big for his britches. How do we get rid of him? Well, we can't just assassinate him, because we can't do that. That's not something we can, you know, that would look terrible. But we have someone who is, although not under our our chain of command, is a human, and we can ask them. You know, they have very strong, you know, abilities to do what they want because they're a Spectre, and we could just say like, hey, why don't you deal with him? And then whatever happens, happens. You know, and if Shepard manages to negotiate, well, that's good. If they don't, and the fucking guy dies, oh, how bad. Oh well. Wait, did I say? I don't even remember. Whatever. Ilos. Okay, now this is it. No more distractions. Final mission part. The mass relays are so cool looking. They're such cool designs. The giant, I think someone in one of the earlier streams said it's giant space forks that shoot you across the galaxy.
Commander, we've got company.
Have those sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop in there.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option, it's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to
All
the
right.
Mako.
Don't
Joker,
splatter us across the
right
ground.
on top of that bastard.
You know what's something that I notice in games a lot that is a lot of games have trouble doing it efficiently or effectively is whenever a character interrupts another character, it almost never feels natural. Like they don't clip the audio like they're like Ashley says, it's like we don't, and it's clear that like, okay, we don't, pause, I can do it, Joker said. Like it's meant to be that Joker cut her off mid-sentence, but it's always just and it's not just this game. A lot of games just like they don't stitch that together well. It's hard to make those two lines of dialogue go one after another so it sounds like the character is interrupting the other.
You two, keep moving inside now.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it.
I like how you do all that like thing of like we need to get it drop right on his head and then the door. And so you have to go do you have to fucking lockpick the door. Okay, I know I have to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a sec. I drank a lot of coffee. Shit. How do I get the... Oh, God. I have so much shit on my stream deck now that it gets a little bit crazy to navigate it. Okay. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, Geth armatures. Oh, fuck. I wonder if you can like get in the Mako and you can just like maybe get the get the cannon aimed in a direction to hit those things. Oh, that hurt. Can she lift it? Oh, she can. Wow. Plaza, elevator. I think that's your quick return elevator. You go through this like dungeon, you unlock that door that's locked, and that elevator takes you back to the start.
Area secured.
Trench. These fucking boxes. Eh.
Think we got him, Commander.
Okay, is there even a point in me opening all these boxes? Game's over soon. They give you so much money late game. Like, you start off like getting like barely any credits from stuff, and now every single thing you unlock has like 30,000+. What was the point of coming down here? What did we do? Was that just for fun? Was the elevator the actual way to go? I don't remember. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Pretty much the rest of this game is combat. There's a little bit of RPG dialogue, but for the most part, it's the big bombastic combat ending. Oh boy. God, immunity is such a good ability. You toggle immunity and you just don't die. I can stand in the open. Enemies can just shoot at me and they don't do any damage. Because it literally does... It's 80% damage protection. So it's essentially like... I'm not 100% certain how it works. But does that mean I'm taking 80% less damage? Or 80% of the damage is being blocked? Either way... God, just... Shepard just becomes a tank. Is this an elevator? How the fuck does this go? Oh, literally up to this ledge. Guessing you can get some loot? Yeah. And fail. And you can't jump down, meaning you gotta get back into the elevator. Oh, it's one thing that they wisely changed in 2 and 3 is that there's just loading screens when it needs to be. And the elevators are quicker if there are any, or when there are elevators. I think it was just the Xbox thing, because I think this thing was originally just an Xbox release, and then I think it had it had a PC release later on, and the reason why is that this was originally an Xbox title. Like it was it was published, or not published, it was developed by BioWare, but it was published by Xbox Game Studios. And so it was an Xbox exclusive, I believe, Mass Effect 1. For a while, and then EA bought BioWare, and so Mass Effect 2 and 3 were EA joints and were available on every system, like cross-platform. And this version of the game, this is the 2008 PC version. I don't remember. It's an old version. It's a port, and it is a I think it is. I'm not 100% certain, but it has EA logos on it when you start it up. Anything good? Pick up anything better? Pick up any better of these things? What do we got? Kinetic coil 8. Any 9s? Any 9s in here? No. Better snowblind? No, nothing. All right. How am I? I am wonderful. I have coffee and finishing this game I enjoy.
This place still has power.
I feel good.
It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
More combat. Sorry if anyone ever... Okay, I'm going to apologize. I don't know why I'm going to make excuses. People ask me commonly, they come into the stream and they'll say, hey, how are you? Or something like that. And it's like, I don't know how to answer that half of the time.
Finally, some action.
Because most of the time, I'm fine. There's nothing really to say one way or another.
Secured.
Perimeter secured. Oh, you can hack this thing and then it shoots at the enemies for you, right? how are you doesn't have to have a meaning. It's just, yeah, I understand. It's the same thing where it's like, I never know how to respond in like, when like you go to a cash register, or you pay for something, and they say, oh, how are you? Or like, they're just making small talk. It's just like, can you just, I'm just here to buy some, I'm here to buy a Coke. I don't know what to say to you. It's polite. I understand. It's just politeness. It's like, it's social lubricant.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it. Then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper
It's not
invasion.
too late to say to learn how to say how are you back.
Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge.
I am fine. How are you?
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped.
Cannot be stopped.
Cannot be stopped.
Oh. I used to say I'm good, and my psychiatrist gave me a long-ass teaching of why I should ask back. I usually just say I'm good. I'm good, thanks. That's about it. Now that's good to hear. That's good. Yay, Mako segment. Everyone loves driving the Mako. Oh.
Who votes we take the vehicle into the creepy underground? I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Please, try to remember why we're here.
Yeah,
Saren,
Jesus,
the conduit,
Liara.
The fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment.
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep them...
I like how the dialogue just keeps getting interrupted. I'm not even driving that fast, and it's just... This thing is the world's worst gun depression. Is this the Lord dump? Oh, it's the Lord dump time. Lord dump time.
What is happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush!
I do not think Saren is behind this.
All aboard the Lord dump elevator. This is where you get dumped on.
I have studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we
Liara, why are you whispering?
Whatever we find, be cautious. If this were simply an automated trap, Saren would have triggered it as well.
So the game's about to end soon. So they're like, quick, have a character you can dump to.
But you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend.
Oh, how convenient.
My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
No, not until Mass Effect 3.
The Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we
Okay, I'm gonna say him flickering in the corner is actually kind of giving me a headache.
Relay technology.
I gotta look away.
Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
What happened next?
We severed all communication.
Oh my god, it's
outside,
actually
and
fucking harsh to look at.
Oh. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
I don't think it's fair to call these guys cowards.
How did you survive?
I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about
No,
this
probably not.
contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle.
Man, that must have been fucking depressing.
And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay. And the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Not this time.
I'll take Sovereign down. Somehow.
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control.
Okay, I can't look at this fucking flashing man anymore.
Conduit. Follow
Shep, this might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans.
We're in a race to save the galaxy and you want to play Q&A with a hologram?
You are right. I am sorry.
I do like how Liara is like, please, 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 we have to talk to this thing.
Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet.
Oh my god,
there
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh. Blech. Actually fucking giving me a headache flashing like that. I don't have like photosensitivity or anything like that, but when there's something like flashing like that, just taking up half the screen, it's hard to not feel like, I don't know, it gives me like a little bit of a headache. I think that's normal.
And the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
Something flashing in your eyeballs is not a pleasant feeling, regardless of if you have photosensitivity or not.
We must hurry.
There was our big lore dump. Here's everything we haven't explained yet to fill you in. Oh. Now this is just a Halo trench run. I think I missed the sale. There was a sale for Halo, the Master Chief Collection, and I forgot about it. And I think I missed it, which is a shame because it was like $12 for all the Halos. Well, all the good Halos, and one bad Halo. That could have been fun to stream. Yeah. Oh. Mako stuck again. Where the fuck did that shot go? I think this is our last chance to save here. It's the conduit.
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
Shepard. Giant robot jellyfish. Squid. Not jellyfish. What am I talking about? Squid. Jellyfish. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Activate the defenses. Seal the station. The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
They're like the most incompetent people in the galaxy, and they run it. And they're in charge. You don't see it, but there's a timer, and we only have 15 seconds left.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
Oh, thank God, the Mako's destroyed. The evil is defeated. No more rolling around in that fucking piece of shit rover.
Critical failures detected across.
All clear.
We leveled up again. Almost made it to level 50 in this playthrough, from all the way from 1 to 50. Melee weapon damage. Combat armor. Shield boost, More shotgun, I guess? It doesn't really matter at this point. No, not the keeper. Why, Saren?
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station.
at the enemy ships inside the arms.
Oh, I love this scene. Look at that. Look at Saw just like in the dark, coming out of the fog. God, that's so cool. Oh no, if only the elevators were... If only the elevators were faster. Alright. This is it. The final assault up the side of the fucking Presidium Tower. Let's fucking do this. It's a lot of fighting. We're at the point where we're pretty well, we did die like half an hour ago. As long as we're careful, we're unkillable. Bye, Krogan. And we're at the point where our AR here is like, it's got the right stuff in it, then it never overheats. I can just keep holding down the trigger and it will fire indefinitely. One of many things that gets changed in the sequel. Where it's not, you can't just make it so that you have a gun that fires infinitely. The guns in 2 and 3 work much more conventionally for a video game. They have ammo and magazines, and you reload them. They actually come up with like a lore reason. Whether or not it's a good lore reason is up to you. Oh, I fucking remember this part. We gotta activate these turrets. The ship just keeps launching missiles or launching troops until you blow it up. you could grind XP here. Like it really matters, but... Better rounds, better snowblind rounds? No. No. Better nothing. Oh. What happens if he just drops? If he falls out of the map, does he just... Oh, never mind. Shit. Oh, Jesus. You can see it on my VTube model. When aiming down sights in games sometimes, I even close one eye as if that makes it better. All right, is that it? Are we done, or is there more? I don't remember. I feel like I remember that part being like twice as long. Oh wow, here we are. Okay. Shit, this is only gonna be like an hour and a half. I thought I had like 2.5 hours of this game left. I could have finished this last time. All right, here we are with the final conversation with the final boss. the classic RPG trope is going to be present here. Yeah, just stand there like goobers. Oh, right, grenades. I completely forgot even I had those.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
Had to wipe out a few hundred of your followers along the way. Sorry if I kept you waiting.
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
Fancy hardware's not gonna save you.
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to
Oh, wow, so you let him indoctrinate you more, you moron.
I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
As a slave?
I'd rather die than live like that.
Then you will die. And your companions. Everyone you know and love. Everyone you've ever met. Don't you understand? You will all die. The Reapers can't be stopped. Not by the Protheans. Not by you. The cycle always continues.
They'll betray you.
The Reapers don't use organics. They devour and discard them. As soon as the conquest is over, you'll be cast aside.
I had no choice. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. Surrender or death. There are no other options.
You gave up.
You could have resisted. You could have fought. Instead, you surrendered. You quit.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for the implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
It's never too late.
There's still one way to stop this. If you've got the guts.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
Shepard just told Saren to keep himself safe. Keep yourself safe. So yeah, if you have enough renegade, if you have enough persuasion points, you can convince him to do that, and you skip essentially phase 1 of the boss fight. Normally you have to fight him here on his like hoverboard. If you don't, man, which I'm gonna be honest, I have never done that in this game. Never, ever, ever seen that. Ever since the first time I played it, I always managed to do the speech check because it's just like, feels appropriate. Oh, and now we have another choice, and this choice is a choice that fucks you either way because it's shit. In the future games, this decision, regardless of what you choose, doesn't give you anything.
All systems.
Quick, open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you sure about this, Shepard? Human casualties will be very high if you send your fleet in now.
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
True. That's why you can't waste reinforcements trying to
So
save
this
the
is essentially a
council.
choice to
You
whether to
must hold
save
them back until
the council or
Citadel
not.
open up,
If
and
you
the
save
human
them,
fleet can go
they're
after
useless and unhelpful as they are in this game in all the other in the next 2 games. If you don't save them, the replacement council is useless and unhelpful, and more so than that, they hate you because you let the previous council die. But I'm gonna choose save the council just because it's funnier when they like don't do anything in the future games where it's like I saved your life. Hey, you know, whatever. You fucking what have you done for me lately? Is essentially what they give you later on. It does make one specific thing in 3 a little easier to do. There's a late game thing that happens in Mass Effect 3 that saving them gives you a little bit of a boost.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension no matter what the cost.
I hope the council appreciates this.
They don't.
Alliance ships, move in. Save the Destiny Ascension.
Humanity, fuck yeah.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements.
It's the Alliance. Thank the goddess.
There's a cool moment in 2 where you can talk to that reporter again, and if you save the Citadel Council here, she kind of grills Shepard on like you let like so many humans died to save the council, and one of the ways that you can like get back at her with like I don't know if it's an interrupt or if it's like a Paragon Renegade show. I think it's one of those where like you show that Shepard like memorized the name of every ship that was lost and says like they gave their lives, you're a bitch, don't use their deaths as a fucking cudgel.
Make sure he's dead.
And she kind of goes fuck, and because she made herself look bad. I like how we have Tally here give the double tap.
He's dead.
Oh boy. Hope you like annoying boss fights. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, Jesus, Saren. It's like a super husk.
I am sovereign, and this station is mine.
Lol, get lifted, nerd, get lifted. No one ever has a power ready.
Sovereign's too strong. We have to pull back.
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Oh, I had my hands off the keyboard. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? He got lifted again. He's just floating. Man, crowd control really makes this boss not as threatening as I remember. Can you singularity him, Lara? Okay, never mind. Hey. And that's the game. Now it's just gonna be another like 10 minutes of cutscenes. Everyone sit back and relax.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
We did it. The giant space squid is dead. Oh. Uh-oh.
Go!
The classic, oh no, did the Shepard, did you die? Oh no, tragic end for the hero. No.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
They got smooshed. Your big damn hero moment where you come out of the wreckage and the music swells. We truly were a massive
Ambassador, Captain, Commander Shepard.
Why are we in like the void? Oh, there we
To
go.
recognize
The
the
pop in.
enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Sovereign and the Geth.
Many humans lost their lives in the battle to save the Citadel. Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. By defeating Sovereign, you have saved billions of lives. You have the courage of your convictions and a ruthless determination to succeed. Through your actions, you have become a symbol of everything humanity represents.
Your species has an indomitable will, a A fierce, savage spirit that will not bend or yield.
Yeah, this dialogue changes
We used
slightly
to
based on if
believe
you're
this made
Paragon or
humans
not.
stubborn,
Paragon or Renegade.
Even dangerous.
But now we understand that these traits are what make you strong. There are dark times ahead. The Council needs humanity.
Essentially saying, it's like, we used to
and
think you
its
guys were a bunch of hot-headed, crazy people. But at the same time, we still think that. But like, maybe that's why you're good at what you do.
Our seat on the council.
We will need a list of potential candidates.
Humans like
Given
to
all
fight.
that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
Captain
We
Anderson.
need someone with the courage
Because
to
fuck
stand up
Udina
for
so
what he
hard.
believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Udina can...
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Only with you, Ambassador. Only with you.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
We've already got too many politicians on the Citadel. The captain would be perfect for this job.
The shadow of war darkens our future. Selecting someone with military experience is a wise choice.
I'm honored, Counselor. As humanity's representative, I'll do everything in my power to help the Council rebuild.
The battle with Sovereign destroyed our illusions of peace and security. Now the galaxy will look to us, the Council, to defend them.
Sovereign alone nearly wiped you out. You won't stand a chance if the whole Reaper fleet shows up. Not unless I find some way to stop them.
And you walk off.
Shepard's right. We're on the verge of a war with an enemy unlike any the galaxy has ever known. A war for the very survival of all life as we know it. Humanity is ready to do
I like
its
how
part.
this scene looks like it's
We
been
will not
shot
back
on a
down.
soundstage with like
We
a
will not
backdrop.
surrender.
Like,
We will lead
it's
to
so
the battle
weird.
against the Reapers, and we will drive them back into dark space.
You can get your evil. This is blue if you're Paragon. That's the difference. No, don't play copywritten music, please. It's good music. I say as I turn it back up. All right, well, that was Mass Effect. I still think this game holds up really, really well. So yeah, like this game held up. I honestly think too that the combat isn't anywhere near as bad as I remember it being. I know like one of the common things is that the combat's kind of stiff is one of the common complaints. But I feel like once you start getting into your class and really start, and if you take the time to get into the weapon modifications and stuff like that, it feels good. It was satisfying, essentially becoming like a human fucking killing machine with the soldier and essentially being immune to damage. Like it felt like there was a really good sense of power progression, and I would say that I would have, if I knew it was going to be that much of a difficulty plateau, I would have probably played on hard. I would have put the difficulty up a little bit more, but because I think that would have helped the challenge last a little bit longer. But like that was still and the story is great. The characters are great. It's still very intriguing. Again, you got to understand how like this game was such a not like a surprise hit, but like a like it did surprisingly. What am I trying to? I think it probably did better than what BioWare expected. I have no proof for this. This is just me saying stuff, so I could be completely wrong. But you got to think like BioWare was known for doing RPGs, and they had previously had you had things like Baldur's Gate, where it's a fantasy RPG, and it's a it's a pre-established setting. It was the Dungeons and Dragons setting, and then they had a science fiction RPG with KOTOR, and that was using Star Wars, again, a pre-established thing. And I can't say too much for Baldur's Gate because I barely remember playing Baldur's Gate 1 or 2. But for KOTOR, I think a big appeal of KOTOR was the really cool Star Wars setting, where it was like familiar but different because it was in a different setting in Star Wars than we're used to. And of course, it was a good RPG and there was a good story and it was fun to play. It's actually really good. I played last year. KOTOR still holds up very well. If it's a bit of a challenge to run on modern hardware, but when this came out, it's a whole brand new thing. It's like they made their own universe with their own lore and own history and different characters and blah blah blah. And it feels really well done. It feels like none of this feels like how would I put this? It doesn't feel like it's like a first draft. It feels like they really did do a lot of work to flesh out that world, where you're in Mass Effect, you're dropped into it as someone who's completely new to it, and you have no idea because this is the first game in the series, first thing, and it feels like a lived-in universe. It doesn't feel like a backdrop. It doesn't feel like a set, oh, this is just for setting. No, but I can believe that there's history. I can believe that these are all these different aliens with their different culture and all this stuff, and it doesn't feel like I said, just like backdrop. It felt like it was, I feel immersed in this world, and I feel like it's an actual thing. I feel like there's, I can believe that this is its own thing, and it did it so well, and told an interesting story with good characters, and man, this game still holds up really well. And the sequels, well, we'll see, because I guess I'm going to be playing the other two Mass Effects. I already have 2 installed, so, oh boy, we'll see how well those hold up. Yeah, this game is really good. I bet you could probably get this game for real fucking cheap. I don't know how good the Legendary Edition is. I know they changed some things. From what I saw from the Legendary Edition, I don't like how they altered fucking some camera angles because it was too much butt. It's like, okay, whatever, that's dumb. I don't like how a lot of it looks like, okay, they just turned up the bloom in the post-processing. But if you do want to try these, I highly recommend. This game is real good. I'd still say probably one of my favorite games ever. This is a real quality video game, and I'm really glad I played that again. This was something I was like on and off about. I'm like, maybe I'll do Mass Effect, and then I go, I don't know. And then I went, oh, maybe. And I went, oh, I don't know. And I finally went, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna bite the bullet. We're gonna play Mass Effect, and fucking worth it. That was great. Mass Effect, Ass Effect, whatever other stupid joke you want to say about the title. So yeah, that was Mass Effect. Yay! Mass Effect 2 coming soon.